Hi. So the stream was pretty good last time, and I just want to I just want to do this again because usually um the streams on the second try or like next tries are usually pretty good. So yeah. So this could work pretty well overall, but I'm just wanting to come in here and hang out for right now. My last stream was talking about those crazy people that messed with me with the posts. But overall, this is going to be a fun stream. Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be good for everyone. How's it going, everybody? I'm actually gonna test something real quick, see if it actually post. Okay, there we go. So the comment actually posted. So that's good. But yeah, I'm just here to show to talk about things. I mean, it's not desperate when you're adding a Green Lantern to a show, right? Right? I mean, yeah, so far streams are going on YouTube, so it is cool that finally they're being added overall. But this is an interesting way to do stuff right now. Okay, okay, I'm gonna just do this just to have something up for now. I'm gonna.
In for the hubbub today. Real news, not fake cosmic crook news. It's time for some DCU updates.
His voice is pretty
James Gunn
good.
did not attend
I'm
Paramount
gonna
CEO David
say
Ellison's
that
first Warner Brothers
it's good.
Discovery meeting as he's in Atlanta, working on pre-production for Man of Tomorrow. DC Studios co-chief Gunn handles the creative, where he is even writing and directing some of the DCU movies such as this one. Peter Safran is the business side of this co-chief partnership with Gunn, so he was in attendance to represent them. David Ellison met with around 150 employees, including top executives, to discuss the future of the company. Ellison reportedly praised DC during the meeting. David Cornswet and Nicholas Hoult will both return as the Man of Steel and Lex Luthor, respectively, in this installment of the Superman saga, which is set for release on July 9th, 2027. After Aaron Pierre makes his studio's debut as Green Lantern John Stewart in HBO's Lanterns, he'll soar with Superman in James Gunn's upcoming sequel, Man of Tomorrow. Lars Eidinger joins the cast to play the super-intelligent antagonist Brainiac, while Zack Snyder in the now-retired DCU Snyderverse was unable to have his Brainiac-led sequel as they opted for Batman v Superman. We are finally, under James Gunn, seeing this character debut to cinema. Notable DC projects for 2026 are Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, directed by Craig Gillespie, known for I, Tonya, and has previously won the Directors Guild of America Award, a Primetime Emmys Award, and the Critics' Choice Movie Awards. Clayface is being directed by James Watkins, who has won the British Independent Film Awards and Empire Awards amongst his other accolades.
Yeah, Snyder fans say awards don't matter, but yeah, this is...
Lanterns, the HBO Max series, was created by Chris Mundy of Ozark, which respectively has won 15 major awards, including 4 Primetime Emmys, 3 Screen Actors Guild Awards, Jason Bateman for acting and the ensemble, as well as a Golden Globe. The DCU is winning! No Snyderverse, no problem.
So that was like a little thing I just like to put on just to troll. Of course, this guy is kind of weird. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna actually add. So I'm gonna start with one that I already watched, but this is yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna watch this one right here.
Business exclusive ahead of his Super Bowl is IMAX CEO Rich Gelfond.
IMAX.
What makes this Oscars different besides the fact that we have a little bit of a war going on here?
I think there's a lot of diversity of films this year. There's a lot of original IP coming out this year. The list that you went through of movies that IMAX was involved with, including Sinners and One Battle and F1, those are all original movies. You know, every year it seems the trend has been towards sequels and prequels. I think you're seeing that. And clearly for us, some 5 out of the 10 nominees for Best Picture were filmed with IMAX cameras or released in IMAX in some way. And we've never had anything like that. And
this is the IMAX
Warner's
CEO, so
30 nominations, all 30 were with IMAX involved with them. So I think, you know, the public and the people who vote for Academy Awards and the actors really wants to see blockbusters in the best way possible. And, you know, we couldn't have prayed for more.
Well, the stock definitely shows it. I mean, to watch what it has done over the past year, really impressive. It's trading in the 40s now. For so long, it was in that narrow band between $12, $21. I mean, and I'm not even bringing up what happened during COVID, but that's apparently in the rearview mirror, which has got to be great for you guys. But let me talk about the 3 films that we just talked about. What F1, the Leo DiCaprio vehicle, and of course,
like I said,
there isn't a
just
Marvel
watching this
superhero in any one.
You've got Toy Story 5, you've got Super Mario, you've got Michael, and coming up in a couple weeks right now is a film I don't know if you've heard of, but in a few weeks you will. It's called Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling, and it's by the author who wrote The Martian. And we look at our pre-sales; they're tracking extremely high. So we're just going. I'm not going to be in the prediction business.
You don't want to say. I totally get that. You brought up the 30 Warner Brother films that all had an IMAX connection. massive story that has finally
Yeah,
come
this
through
is
is that Paramount
crazy.
Skydance was the winner when it came to
But
buying
what are
Warner Brothers Discovery.
we can
They have said
discuss
that they
things
will
while
release 30 films next
what
year.
do you want to talk about?
People in the know say that would be really, really difficult, especially considering all of the debt that Peace Sky has. How are they going to pay for distribution and marketing? Are you girding for 30 films? I mean, what do you think
This
happens
one
there?
I did only 11 minutes, but
So the
I
industry has
finished
changed so much in
another
ways that ordinary
stream.
people don't
I'm
see.
gonna
So
actually
for us, 40% of our box office
watch how
was
long my
foreign films.
past stream
So
was. My
it's,
past
you
stream was
the denominator in a way, the number of
45
films has gone up so
minutes
much.
and
Apple did
30
F1,
that was
which
my
is
past
nominated
stream
for
that I
Best
just
Picture.
did.
Coming
I
up,
can
Hail
quick look
Mary
at
is
how
by
long ago it was.
Amazon. Netflix,
It was
including with us, is doing Narnia with Greta Gerwig. So I don't think you could analyze the industry just based on one studio and where it's going.
it was just
There's
very
an awful lot
recently.
of
I
content
can
around. In
actually
terms of Paramount specifically, I went to see David Ellison
this is
a week ago or 2 weeks ago,
a good
and
time
he's
to
adamant
fix
that
this.
he's going to keep doing 30 films, and that's their
Yeah,
plan. And
I
we
did
haven't
that.
announced them yet, but there are a number of films that we're
So I
looking at
could,
doing with Paramount, new
comment
films
in.
that aren't out there that are very promising. So I think we should take him at his word and see where it goes.
He
Yeah.
is a
I
filmmaker.
did
Mission
stream a good
Impossible.
one.
He
So
has such passion for
we're
big,
getting close to
kind
like
of
an hour
dramatic,
since I'm
explosive
counting
films
the
and on
minutes.
so many levels. So you're a believer there. But did it surprise you that Ted Sarandos and company,
So I saw it from the front row. It didn't make sense.
as we head to the next season of films coming out, dare we say, because still needs to be a better experience?
Well, I think we have to say for this year, Liz, you said, I didn't realize it was a beaver that the conscious I'm yet, but there are a number of films with us is doing Narnia with Greta Gerwig. So I don't think you could analyze a lot of content around, I don't know, a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And we haven't announced them yet, but he's David Ellison, I don't know, a week ago. In terms of Paramount specifically, I went to see David Ellison a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and he's adamant that he's going to keep doing 30 films, and that's their plan. And we haven't announced them yet, but there are a number of films that we're looking at doing with Paramount, new films that aren't out there that are very promising. So
that's just saying that the IMAX CEO talked to David Ellison about certain movies that are coming out for Paramount, that's a good sign. Well, we can talk about DCU stuff and Marvel, yeah, the usual. Yeah, that's fine and all, but if you want to think of another thing, that would be cool too. But overall, this is gonna be a yeah. So yeah. But overall, what you wanna catch up to what we were talking about previously, I'll show you this. Share. There you go. And yeah, here's what I was talking about. How Rorschach was bullying me, and yes, this is bullying. This me right here, right there, attacking everything, and I do have the screenshots itself. This is cutting off a few things, but yeah, I can show you what it looks like overall. But here's the thing. There. Boom. Feels toxic. Rorschach. There we go. And if you yeah, different topic this time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is a crazy thing right there. That's the crazy thing that happened. But yeah, what do you want to talk about? What's the guy who was giving you grief. Yeah, the guy that was being crazy, I'll show you. Um, I'll show you. He was so he was pretty crazy, I would say. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. He's this guy's pretty common, the Rorschach channel guy, and here's that. This is possibly the same guy, but different within a different name on Instagram. So it is possibly it could be the same person, but it's two different names. So I just think it's pretty crazy. I've shared a lot of other stuff. This one right here is interesting because this is going to be a
Just recently, it was announced that Lamorne Morris has been cast as the voice of Garfield in a brand new 2D animated series. This announcement clears up months of speculation and rumors about the project possibly being canceled or stalled. But now it's officially confirmed that the series is still in development and moving forward. And now, we've also gotten our first look at what appears to be the official logo for the new show. Interestingly, the logo includes a plus symbol, which most likely refers to Paramount.
So yeah, so that was an interesting thing too. If you want to see more stuff, you can go to my YouTube with the post section on my YouTube, that's where everything is I share. But so yeah, this is an interesting concept. Um, I also talked about that James Gunn was not in the meeting of David, the Paramount meeting, but he was just too busy doing stuff, you know. I have I had beef with this guy named, but the guy you're talking about is way worse. Yeah, yeah. This guy is crazy. I mean, uh, I didn't want to hold that message thing for too long. Like, if you want to actually read it, you can go and pause it. But it is really crazy how people are overreacting about all this stuff. And what's cool is Jon Stewart is going to be in the Man of Tomorrow movie, which makes it better because it's going to be a Green Lantern show and then Man of Tomorrow. See, just connecting the universes like that, and it's fine for a rated R a mature show to be within a PG-13 movie is because it can be two separate things. The kids wouldn't really watch the PG-13 rated R like mature show, but if they watch the Man of Tomorrow, um, they could just make it so you don't need to watch them. You know, it just helps. So that's the whole thing right there. But yeah, if other people could just hang out for now, we can just discuss stuff. You can think of more stuff. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I think. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Just League animated series, yeah, DC animation is way better, and also, um, David Ellison seemed like he cares about every single aspect of everything because he makes new he continues a lot of Nickelodeon shows. He doesn't cancel a lot of things that much. David Zaslav does cancel a lot of stuff, but he only canceled because he wanted to bring up the company better and better and better. So that I don't really blame David Zaslav because he had to do things that other people wouldn't. But it is sad that he canceled a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's how life is, you know. But anyone else? Because I see there's 2 people. So, okay. Okay. I think David Edison cares about the things that made our childhood worth it. Respect him for that, especially with things nowadays. Yeah. Things that happen nowadays, yeah. To me, I think David Ellison is the better choice than Netflix, because Netflix, when they planned on the Warner Brothers thing, they even said they didn't really think of the WB games, the video game aspect, versus David Ellison. Even though I think they said they're gonna sell off WB games um, and license it, but licensing it is fine too, because THQ Nordic does a lot of Nickelodeon stuff. So it is possible that they can work with THQ Nordic with the Warner Brothers stuff too. And I can see Avatar Last Airbender be like kind of like the SpongeBob games, the open world SpongeBob games. You know, it is possible, you know, that the physical like stuff like that. And just for a little joke, I'm wearing this right here. If you can see, this is Screamboat. It's a parody of Steamboat Willie because it's public domain. So this is a parody of Steamboat Willie. So that's pretty fun. Yeah, Last Airbender was really good, and I gave the new fair the recent Fairy Odd Parents show a shot, and there are some good parts on it, like, but at first it wasn't that good. But I think they canceled it though, because it was 2024, and it's been a while for that. Yeah, Steamboat, Steamboat. Yeah, this is like the horror movie, the scary movie. You know the like a lot of parody show scary movies that come out a lot. So this is the yeah. It looks pretty cool though, like really like scary looking. Yeah, like a real mouse that's like has fur everywhere, you know? So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I haven't watched the movie, but like I just like the design, you know. Sure. Give me. Oh yeah, you just came in. Right now we're just hanging out for now. So pretty yeah. Right now we're just hanging out. I'm showing him the Steamboat Screenboat shirt right here. It's a parody of Steamboat Willie. Yeah, nothing much. Yeah, nothing much. Yeah, for now. But like overall, I think initially we were talking about how Paramount would work with Warner Brothers, because even though people are against it, I look at the positives of it, you know. The positives of it, because Netflix said they didn't really care about the video game part of it, so they didn't care about the WB games, so they'll probably just sell it off and just not really care about it, and they'll stick with Nickelodeon games, no, the Netflix games. But overall, I think Paramount said they're going to sell off Warner Brothers WB games, but they're going to license some of their stuff from other companies, like SpongeBob does to their SpongeBob video games. So that's what we were talking about. Oh, you want to collab? I'm gonna repost my invite if y'all wanna just hang out like that. Here's the invite. So yeah, there's the invite if you wanna click on that. And yeah, I haven't talked to you in a collab, but if you want to, you can. So you can just click on that link right there if you can see it. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. But overall, it's gonna be oh your device. It says your device is not connected. This will need to. Yeah, there. So your microphone is not microphone or webcam is not connected. If you're using a phone, you can confirm. You can accept the using your phone, or if you're using your so yeah. For now, you can see what's going on through that. But I know what you're doing to do right now. So, but overall, this is gonna be good. Just let me know you're in, and we can talk like that. But this is gonna be fun. And every collab I do, I tag the channel on the name, and also now I'm at inviting the collaboration thing. So then I think the collaboration thing allows you to have a part of the stream on your channel. Or yeah, I think it's a thing where your version would only section to where you were or something like that. But yeah. Or yeah, it'll share everything. It's gonna be fun. But for now, how's everybody? How is everybody? I'm gonna for now I'm gonna show for now I'm gonna show this. So yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Oh, Chris. Yeah. For now, I'm gonna just show this one right here. Quick little
at Post 9 is IMAX CEO Richard Gelfond to weigh in. Do you worry that it would be the death of the movie business?
Oh, it's so early to answer that question, Sarah. I mean, I've been around long enough in this business to know that not that I've been around for all of this, but they've said that for 100 years, TV was going to be the end of the movie business. Streaming was going to be the end of the movie business. And you all and I lived through the pandemic, which was going to be the end of the movie business. I think people like going to movies, creators, movie makers, the movie business.
It is cool that the CEO of IMAX with the movie business situation, his whole job is make movie business, but he's pointing out how the movie business works. Like how a lot of people thought it would shut down because everything, TV, streaming, and all that stuff.
Is part of our cultural life.
Yeah, but it's not part of Netflix is a streamer.
I know, but there are a lot of content providers. Amazon is a content provider, and they're not the end of the movie business. Apple, we did F1 with Apple this year. That wasn't part of the end of the movie business. And we did, we're actually doing a deal with Netflix right now, which is we're making Narnia, which is going to go exclusively in IMAX for 2 weeks, then with a
Netflix-
4-week window.
So Netflix is having a movie in IMAX in theaters, the Narnia thing. I think it's partially because just to show theaters have good relationship with that. But yeah.
Then it's going on Netflix. I think the world is evolving. By the way, I love, David Ellison I've known for 2 decades. I've had dinner with him a dozen times.
That's fine.
We're talking to
Let me
Paramount
know
now about a lot of movies.
when you're
I
good.
think they've definitely, Skydance
you
has
want,
already
really.
changed Paramount for the good. There's much more movies coming, much more quality. But I think this is going to be about dollars and cents. And,
Yeah.
I
But what
think
about the antitrust, Rich? Because I mean, you are, you're a distributor.
Yeah, right now you're not connected, but you could fix that. Yeah, you can fix that at some point.
How do you view it? And you mentioned Ellison, and you're also close to Zaslav as well. We should mention, right? Fair to say.
I like him a lot.
You like him a lot. But how do you view it in terms of whether it could represent a competitive threat to what you do?
So you kind of got into this a little bit, David, and I think it depends how you define the market. I think with all due respect to you, to me, to all, it's to different people to define it differently. And as I said, I think either way it goes, we're going to be a winner in this. And
You being IMAX?
Me being IMAX. I don't own Warner stock, unfortunately, David, so not on that side. But in the last week, 9 of 11 analysts have raised their price targets on IMAX, and we
Like it depends on if your camera is connected to the to your computer, or if you're using your phone. Confirm the phone, like is your camera stuff and mic set on private and stuff like that.
have about 200 pieces of content a year on our global network, 1,800 theaters in 90 countries. And, this is interesting to me, but
Yeah, you're since you're using your phone, I think it's a thing where it's denying the camera usage through the phone. So I think you have to go through settings to confirm that you can use your microphone and your camera, like and if you can just go to the link. I think it'll ask if you want to use the camera or change the settings, something like that.
look at all the changes that have happened in the industry. And since we distribute content, the thing I worry about the most is that the filmmakers have choice and nobody's really focused.
Paramount stock is actually going up. Paramount stock's actually going up pretty well. IMAX is definitely going up, but like this is IMAX, this is pretty good for now,
on the filmmakers that much, but I think they're going to have their say in all of this. And then the other part of it is, and I got a call from Netflix after this was announced, and they reassured me about the theatrical window part.
Oh, they did? For
Yes.
how long?
Yeah.
Well, again, I'm not going to go into it, but I don't take all the hyperbole at face value.
I see they
Everybody
ask for how long. That's like the number one question they should have asked in the court case. For how long?
Interest in it. It's going to take a year, 18 months at the least, and there's going to be a lot of twists and turns.
There's going to be a lot of twists and turns. But I mean, listen, IMAX, by the way, your stock's done great this year, Rich. Congrats on that. And, maybe you're a beneficiary of the big movies, the big events.
We set a record last week.
I know, but overall, this idea that somehow streaming hasn't impacted the movie business, I mean, come on, of course it has.
I didn't say it has an impact.
Well, you sort of indicated it always goes on, but far fewer people go to movies now than they did 10 years ago, right?
In terms of numbers, yes, that's true. But the world, fewer people do lots of things. Out of home entertainment has changed. Sports has become bigger. Concerts have become bigger.
He's smart. He's he's mentioning it. He's confirming from the people interviewing him about it. He's not denying anything. So
I think an IMAX is part of that trend. It's just way too early to say. I mean, if I ask you a question, is
Yeah.
Netflix going to honor the window as they said they were going to do?
Right.
And are they going to put up theatrical marketing, which we
Yeah.
know Paramount will do? And if you could answer those questions, then I could answer your question. But if
Right.
you take what they say at face value, I don't think
Mhm.
you could say it's the
But
end
the rest of the
movie
industry is fighting this. We talked to the head of the Cinema Association,
That's-
and
yeah,
they do
that's
not
fine.
feel as sort of
It's good that
okay
you
with
were
this as
open
you
to
do.
it, though.
So, Sarah, I talked to a lot of those people over the
But
weekend.
the stream's been
Friday.
doing pretty
You know,
well
a
for
lot
now.
of people say a lot of things in the
At least
middle
for
of one
me,
of
at
these
least.
battles
It-
because it positions them and it positions the industry. But I think it's way too early.
This is mentioning the stock for theaters, the two big theaters right now. I think Regal is not on there, but I think there's a limitation maybe, or
The one thing I
actually it's probably depending on location, because I think Regal is not as everywhere compared to everything else. So
would say for sure is don't take everything you're hearing at face value. I could almost guarantee that.
You think Paramount without Warner Brothers is still in a decent position, or are they, or do they not? Are they subscale?
I think they're in a terrific position. I mean, if you've seen the kinds of movies that we're discussing with them, I mean, sequels to some movies, original franchises, gaming
Yeah.
related things, and
yeah,
before
see the gaming related things right there. See gaming, it's like
we're
they
outside of this world, but in the real world, we're discussing the slate going forward, and it's
Yeah.
really exciting. I think with it or without it, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
So who would you rather see win?
Oh, it depends on what it all looks like at the end of the day, Sarah. As I said, if you could answer 10 questions to me of how much money they're putting in, what the windows look like, this,
So it's like he's smart. He's answering it without answering it currently. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm mentioning about this. Paramount cares more about gaming than Netflix, because Paramount has a lot of their SpongeBob games, of course. Some Star Trek, the mobile Star Trek game that came out, computer slash yeah. It it was in console too, and also good amount of other stuff too, right? Um, so yeah, the partnerships are pretty good. They did the Jimmy Neutron game, that was pretty fun, and Outright Games, they partner with Outright Games. I still like those Outright games. Those were kind of fun too.
that. But if either one of them wins, it's going to be good for IMAX, so I'm okay.
Yeah, stocks up almost.
You're in the
50%.
right part of the industry. That's what it comes down
it's
to,
been-
right?
It's been a good year.
So yeah, that's that video. So I'm gonna go to this one because this came out just like a couple minutes ago. So I'm gonna go here.
I am the fucking hardest hustler in the world. This is Savage Part 2. Don't tell me about shit. It's 2022 and I'm still a savage. Whenever I want, I get. Whenever I want, I fucking get.
I truly do feel James Gunn's Man of Tomorrow is going to set up the Justice League at the end of this film. The fact that we have 3 core members of the Justice League, Superman, John Stewart, Green Lantern, and Hawkgirl. And
Yeah, he's pretty good. I just want to just
by the way,
point out,
the fact that we're
Yeah,
going to see
yeah.
Aaron Pierre and David Cornswet appear on screen as Green Lantern and Superman for the first time. we're going to see Jon Stewart and Superman interact with one another is mind-boggling. I cannot wait to see how Aaron Pierre is going to interact with David Cornsworth's Superman, because on paper they should be the same. Their principles align. So I'm so curious to see how that interaction is going to go. James Gunn did mention about whether or not we're going to.
And if you do want to clap still, you can test it yourself. You could do a pre-recorded video and test it out like that, because I think it might be your settings that is not allowing the camera, because it's probably like a privacy-ish thing on your settings. So yeah. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Yeah.
To see the Flash and Aquaman, and he did state that we will see Flash and Aquaman probably in the next 2 years, because of the Flash film and the Aquaman film both underperforming. But James Gunn, he is known to bend the truth and maybe not give away everything. So maybe we will get a little glimpse, a little tease of other characters populate this universe, and also the first appearance of Martian.
Yeah, I still don't get why it says there's 5 people watching.
Manhunter, which again in Superman they introduced the brand Chocos, which is basically the orange.
Might be my privacy settings. Keep things very private. Oh yeah. Parents could do that. Parents changing settings all the time. It's a little annoying, but makes sense, I guess.
Oreos of the DC.
The Choco's right there. That means it's gonna be the Martian Manhunter could show up.
The universe, and Martian Manhunter loves the brand Choco. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Martian Manhunter in here. The fact that James Gunn did say that the reason why he didn't call it just Superman Part 2 is because it's not just a Superman film. There are other characters, other heroes, and other villains. Brainiac, one of the biggest DC villains of all time, is going to be introduced in this film. With Maxima being, I guess, his right-hand woman. And I'm assuming the reason why we're bringing in Jon Stewart and other possible heroes, maybe a Kyle Chandler, because, nothing says he may or may not die in the show. We're all just speculating. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're introduced to other heroes. Maybe there were rumors that Wonder Woman might appear, and I wouldn't be surprised if she does. Maybe the appearance of Batman at a post-end credit scene. Maybe that is a big, surprise that James Gunn is going to reveal to us in 2027. There's so many.
My theory is Bruce Wayne shows up in Clayface when he's like a kid, and then his parents died because of that. That's my theory. James Gunn and the actors just drop hints. Yeah, they were marketing. Yeah. My theory is Batman's parents die in Clayface.
The possibilities that James Gunn can introduce the DC universe here, because again, what better way to introduce the Justice League than a Superman film? And the fact that Superman, the text stating that this world 300 years ago was introduced to metahumans.
Okay. This has been a pretty long stream, and I gotta go. Bye.